Hey, it's Fred here. I'm in Zagreb, Croatia. Came here yesterday. Today I want to make a video about frame, or how to get a stronger frame and thicker skin, which was a video I made one or two videos ago, but I changed the title to how to not be thrown off by other people's opinions or something along those lines, because I felt like I wasn't really talking about how to get a thicker skin. I was just talking about how to avoid being, thrown off by other people. So here's how to actually get a thicker skin. Get thicker skin. If you're sensitive, like I am. What we have to do, if you're sensitive, like me, we have to dare to feel the feelings and feel that our ego is dying and our ego is being defeated in some way. Like when you're getting a personal attack, or you feel like something is being personal, like you take something personally, and how that hurts. You have to dare to go in and feel those feelings. If you repress it, you leave it outside, you ignore it, then you will continue with that habit of looking away every time. Every time you get miserable, you're trying to escape because you don't want to sit with that loneliness and that grief, okay, within yourself. And this goes really deep. If you really get into this, if you really start digging into it, like years ahead, if you have this habit of always not resisting your feelings whenever they get hurt, then you will get really what they call thick skin. Because so don't escape the feeling whenever you're getting offended. Someone's telling you to fuck off, some stranger or maybe a friend, something that really hurts. We have to allow ourselves to cry, So, whenever you have time for yourself, hopefully you have your own bedroom. If you don't have that, maybe go to the toilet, go to the nature. There's always somewhere you can be alone and, release feelings. But even when you're in the situation getting hit by whoever during the dinner table, and it will be awkward to leave, still be present. Be present with it. You don't have to release tears and all that if you don't want to, if you feel uncomfortable with that. Hopefully one day you'll be able to do that too. But sometimes it's just not, good for your self-image in that situation. You know what I mean? I completely understand why people care about that. Here's why you should feel your feelings. Really go in and dive in. Pretty much all our problems are related to escaping our emotions. We're doing stupid things because we want to distract ourselves from that inner lonely silence, that you are alone in yourself, in your own experience, and but when you face that feeling, when you actually allow it to pass through you, because emotions, they're supposed to be relieved and released. And it's actually a relief when they are released. That's the natural mechanics of feelings. So they have to just be released. If you continue distracting yourself when you're actually being hurt, you will just bury that feeling, and it'll affect you and come out in anger in another situation somewhere else. Maybe years into the future, you're gonna fuck up the relationship between you and your kids, just because you didn't listen and fully process your own feelings from your own traumas earlier on. So if you have this habit of doing this, you will become more, not only have thicker skin, but you'll actually heal yourself. And you'll change your relationship with your anxieties. If that's social anxiety, then if you learn how to do this and also go out and practice, approaching people, doing a little bit, doing things you are scared of and uncomfortable with. But if you're also doing this is emotional intelligence. If you can also do this, the process will go so much faster. And it's simply this. It's not resisting whatever you're feeling. So, and look for feelings, like concentrate on your feelings, not with your head, but like just make them happen. And whenever you have this urge to go to your phone to distract yourself, browse the internet, watch, you know, porn, or watch movie, you know, eat ice cream, all of that is probably, like a lot of that, the reason why we do those kinds of things is that we can't sit with our own, you know, darkness. And actually work it through, like let it go through you instead of repressing it and ignoring it. If you ignore it, because it's supposed to go through you, it will go through you. That's how it works. But if you don't look at it, if you don't step in and listen to it, like communicate with it, because it's not your enemy. It's your enemy if you're not treating it well. If you're not doing it what it wants to pass. It's not your enemy. It doesn't hate you, it doesn't want you any bad. But it becomes a monster if you're ignoring it. Just like you would if you ignore your little baby, it'll get fucked up. And that'll probably make you miserable. So this is what I had today. I will definitely make more videos about this. This is so important. You can also listen to people who are talking more about this. Carl Leong, he's a good source for this. Teal Swan, Julian himself, actually, I think that's pretty much what he's doing right now, talking about this kinds of stuff. This has had an enormous effect, astronomical effect on me over the last year. Being able to actually go into my feelings and actually kind of finish them, or make them finish their job with me. Okay? So this is deep stuff, and I'll make more videos about it. I'm glad you listened to this. Let this idea kind of work in the background whenever you get feeling, when you feel like you're approval seeking, or you have this inner war, or inner kind of impulses gravitating towards distracting yourself, all that, like anxiety basically. Then this is what you do. You just sit with it and you don't follow those impulses. Instead, you go into, you don't have to bore yourself, you don't have to create more anxiety by like resisting or repressing your desires, but at least go there to sometimes go into the feeling and just feel how